can see that they are absolutely disgusting looking, and their mouth is even able to extend out of.
So they get a mouth boner, bro. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the RICHLEV fam. Now today I got a PET Bloodworm. Yes, really, by TerraGreen. Now shout out to TerraGreen, bro. We watched the Black Widow versus the YN Jit, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because they was tearing that motherfucker apart. But anyways, chat, this is a weird ass animal just from this look alone. Jesus Christ, like what is this, bro? This looks like a long cooch. Anyway, without further ado, make sure to grab your popcorn and let's see.
This is a bloodworm, and it is the creepiest, most disgusting.
What the fuck is that? Hold on, wait, hold on, bro.
This is
That's AI, right?
And it is the creepiest,
bro. It looks like a dog's
most disgusting creature ever.
What the fuck is that?
It has 4 venomous fangs in each corner of its mouth that you definitely don't want to get bit by.
Don't tell me you tested this by letting it bite you, bro.
I'm known for keeping the weirdest pets, so of course I found a website that sells them. This
website needs the FBI to check it, bro. There's no way it should sell these damn aliens, bro.
Live bait for fishing. Yeah, literally nobody buys these as pets. I think I'm literally gonna be the first
from $110
person in the world, which means I'm gonna get to show off the crazy unseen abilities of these guys. Let's just check this thing out. And after a couple of days, a truck.
Bro, I like how there's literally an option. The type is venomous. Yup, we're buying venomous things. Let's go.
Thing out. And after a couple of days, a truck dropped off the package at my house, so I could finally check them out. Here we go. Bloodworms. Even as
I'm burning that box, bro. I'm sorry. If I'm your neighbor, I find out this motherfucker's next to your house, bro, I'm burning your house.
Well, expert, I am
like joke, by the way.
Spooked about these. But anyways, let's just check them out. Underneath all the packing material were the bloodworms. So using some tweezers, I carefully removed one to take a closer look. And yep, this is a bloodworm. You can see that they are absolutely disgusting looking, and their mouth is even able to extend out of their body like an alien. But at the end of this part that expands are their venomous.
So they get a mouth boner, bro. That's what this is?
Which they use to latch onto stuff like shrimp in the ocean, which I'll be showing off very soon. Now, one thing though, I actually bought 12 of these bloodworms that
FBI, open up. Nah. Hey, TerraGreen, bro. You're taking this too far, bro. What's going on here, bro? This is gonna be a bloodworm origin. I'm
gonna have to keep all in the same aquarium. Yeah, this is gonna
like imagine these motherfuckers replicating, bro. Like breeding and shit. Oh.
Now for the build, I'm gonna put in some aqua soil and a dirt mix. Eventually, we're gonna completely fill it with water because that's how bloodworms live in the wild. But for now, I just put a tiny bit of water in to keep the dirt nice and moisty. But I've already run into the first problem because I don't think I'm supposed to add the water straight to
it looks like brownie mix, bro. Put it in the oven.
It kind of made it a weird consistency, and the water is just straight up black. So yeah, I drained the water, scooped out the dirt, and I washed it off in the sink.
So what's the correct way to do it?
And I put the soil back in, covered it in a thin layer of sand, and added the water back. As you can see now, the water.
So it needs like basically a protective layer, I guess, to keep the consistency of the dirt.
Is fantastically clear. Nice. This mound here in the middle will be where I build all the decorations, and I'll even be putting in some red plants, and then finally filling it all up with water. First of all, let's get some pieces of wood in here. And I thought this design of multiple of these burnt looking ones coming from the middle looked pretty nice.
Where the hell did you even get this, bro? You just went to some random wood place and just tore off the damn limbs or something?
Out the top though, so I broke off all those extra pieces and planted them in the sand below to give the whole wood structure a more fuller look. Now it's time for the rocks. And you may think these are just called river rocks, but in fact, that is not true. This one on the left is actually called an elderly boulder. And this one on the right,
yeah, that's what they call my, never mind.
It's called a black venom boulder.
That's also what they, never mind.
Some cool names. Just wanted to say thank you to whoever named them.
But black venom boulder
is this. It's actually not a rock at all. It's actually wood. Yeah, just like what I already got in there. Yeah, it's called
Yeah, I wouldn't need to go anywhere with this for wood. You know what I'm saying? Like I carry it all the time.
Wood. And basically millions of years ago, it was buried under the earth and turned into a rock over time. But for this wood rock back here, I've actually got a pretty cool plan. As you can see,
I actually want to see a time lapse of that, bro. That looks like it would be interesting. The dirt turns the freaking wood into rock. Like, god damn, bro.
Cool plan. As you can see, I've got a little can of sardines, which you basically just open by pulling.
Dude, these smell so fucking horrible.
Okay, it just broke off. Okay, attempt 2. Basically, you just open it like this, and inside there's some like dead fish that you eat. Now with the sardines, I actually
have any guys eat sardines before, bro? How do they taste? I smelt them before, you know what I'm saying? But like, dude, the smell made me not want to eat it at all.
This petrified wood. I'm doing this because I want to test to see if the bloodworms have a smell ability and whether they'll be able to find the sardine under it, dig take it out and eat it. Yeah, that should be pretty fun to watch. Anyways, now I want to get some red aquatic plants in here.
They don't look like they have eyes, nose, nothing, bro. So what the like? I mean, I guess that long ass extendo mouth can have stuff on it, but
Oh, I drove to Petco so I could buy some.
All right, I'm at
damn, bro,
Petco,
Speedy.
and I'm hoping they got some red plants in stock today.
plants.
Oh, bro, there's not a single red plant in stock. I swear they usually got them, but I guess not today, huh?
Instead,
Somebody
I had
took
to
them.
drive home and go buy some online. Thankfully, though, there was a ton of websites with some nice reddish plants on them, so I went and added a bunch
Bro, I feel like at this point you can find anything online, bro. Anything you look for.
of them to my cart.
And
Even if it
it's
doesn't
gonna
make
be
sense.
pretty expensive, but hey, I say it's worth it for these red plants, baby. Check out.
Like, I'm convinced you could just buy the most venomous animals known to mankind. Just shop for it online.
Once I bought the one-day delivery, the next day I got the package with all of the red plants inside, so I took them all out and started to put them around random parts in the sand. Now, a few of the plants they gave
How looks hairy, like my hair,
they
like
were
my
very
hair.
green, but
Like
it's
my hair.
okay because I was starting to like the look of how it was all coming together. I also
Yeah,
ended
that's
up
what-
getting these red ruby crystals that I scattered
Ooh.
along the floor of the enclosure.
Looks like a whole bunch of gummy bears.
A bit more red in here to match that bloodworm color, of course. But as you can probably tell, I've been keeping the two sides of this enclosure completely empty. And that's because I want to build some custom DIY builds on both sides that the 12 bloodworms will be able to interact with.
Okay.
First of all, on the right
Like
side,
what,
I'm
though?
going to make a little cave they can all hide in. Now, in an old video, I learned this cool trick where you get out a basket, cut a hole in the front, and cover it in rocks to make your very own cave.
Oh, that's smart, bro. What the hell?
Do it again, but this time with 3 different baskets to make a triple-decker cave. So I went and cut the front of the baskets off to be the entrance, sanded them down a bit so it wasn't as sharp, and I covered the baskets in a ton of spray foam. Because
You sure that's foam or the Taco Bell from yesterday?
let's be real, it wouldn't be a TerraGreen video without it. And then I started to carve it out to make it look like the spray foam was the actual rocks of the cave. Anyways, here is the finished triple-decker cave. Looks good.
Hey, that was good, actually.
Let's
kind
just
of.
get this thing in there just like that. May not be the prettiest decoration in the whole world, but a wise man did once tell me it's not about the looks, it's about the
But I mean, not the looks. Yeah, never mind.
did go into this cave, okay? We can store 3 different worms in there.
All right,
Oh,
now
my.
time for the left side's DIY build, and this time I've got something interesting. Yup, it's a food platter.
A food
Basically,
platter?
I'm gonna prepare a bunch of different foods for the bloodworms.
Oh.
That way, I'll be able to see which they like the most once I get them inside.
Ew.
So, anyways, I drove to Walmart to do.
How about you feed them themselves so they can go away?
Okay, well, we're shopping for bloodworms today, so I came straight to the meat aisle, of course.
Imagine asking the worker at the grocery store, do you guys have any food for bloodworms? I'm calling the cops immediately.
Now, first on the shopping list was some beef. Now, if you remember, this is actually the same stuff I fed in my video where I got pet leeches. And if you saw that, you probably remember they absolutely loved it. Like, I was having
I mean, who doesn't love meat? You know what I'm saying? We all love a piece of meat.
trouble getting them off of it, so of course I bought some of that for the bloodworms. But I also
Thanks.
went over to the fish aisle and decided to buy some salmon, which are a type of saltwater fish, which usually
Now, salmon, that has to be cooked a certain way in a certain type of scent. Like, it can't be anywhere near expired or anything. Like, that's a delicate thing. Fish in general.
live with bloodworms in the wild, so I figured they might like to eat that. And also in that aisle, I got some shrimp, because when you
shrimp.
search on Google what bloodworms like to eat, it says shrimp. So if nothing else works,
Okay.
they should at least eat this. Finally, I went to the
I
aquarium
wonder if he's gonna give it to him raw or actually cook it.
aisle to buy some of these fish pellets, because who knows, maybe the bloodworms will eat those too. Once I got home, I got out all the foods in the order I'll be feeding them to the bloodworms. It's gonna be crazy to watch their fangs absolutely rip this food to shreds, and I'm even gonna
God,
show some
Bro, it looks like he's literally trying to go inside the food, man. Like, imagine how we eat food. We gotta go inside of it and just eat it from the inside out.
this food to shreds, and I'm even gonna show some unseen stuff about these bloodworms. But as you know, I got these bloodworms from a website I had never been on before, and I had no idea if it was safe. Whenever I buy pets for these videos, I make sure always to have a VPN on, which is why I'm excited this video
I would have a VPN, PPN, FBI, everything to escort me because I might be accidentally ordering a hitman on myself. With these type of websites, I don't know.
Let's get this tank filled up with water and get the bloodworms inside. To do
right.
that, it meant I needed to take out the food since it would get soggy if I kept it inside.
Yeah, I'll put this back in there very soon, but for now, I'm just gonna store it in my fridge to keep it fresh.
Now, of course, I had to start filling it
That
up with
was
water
good.
so the bloodworms would be able to swim around in there. But when it got to like 30% full, I kind of realized a big problem.
Yeah, like the whole cave just lift up. Like, where's the mud at? I feel like they're gonna try to go all the way to the bottom.
Oh shoot, bro, I don't know how I didn't think of this, but bloodworms, they live on the beaches of oceans, and the beaches of oceans have salt water. I've been making this a freshwater tank. I've been putting fresh water in it.
But it's okay.
All you gotta do is just go get the salt and just fucking pour the whole damn jar in that bitch.
Thankfully, in the corner of my garage, I just have 2 big cartons of Pacific Ocean water, sourced straight from the ocean.
Oh, Who the fuck just randomly has this in their house? But I mean, if anybody's gonna have it, it's gonna be TerraGreen.
That's why I have this. I just do. Anyways, I drained out a little bit of the fresh water and started to add in the ocean salt water. And by the time it was filled up, the salt level was 0.02, which is perfect for bloodworms.
Okay.
All right, all the right water
Hey, you measure salt levels of the freaking water?
parameters have been met in here, so the bloodworms are good to go in. But because I put salt water in here, it does mean the $200 on freshwater plants I spent is gonna go down the drain.
Wow.
Yeah, these are all about to die.
Since they were all gonna die, I
Well,
wanted to replace
At least he gonna make that back and way more on this video.
the red theme in here. So I got this heatless red lamp. As you can see, it makes the water have this red tint to it, which is cool because you gotta have the water at least look a little bit like blood.
It's like freaky time, you know? Oh, blood. No, yeah, I meant blood, not.
Now, I also need to get snails inside of here so they can eat any algae that grows.
Now, luckily for me, I actually have this tank just set up with like 30 just snails in here, and they're called nerite snails, and they're able to survive in salt water.
Nigga snails.
So I got a few of those and put them inside the bloodworm tank. Once they got used to the water, a few of them came out their shells and started to move about the glass. Now, I think these guys should be safe from bloodworm.
I wish I had a shell I could just go in, you know what I'm saying? Just I don't want to talk to nobody and shit. Just go in that bitch. Imagine. That'd be funny.
Because of their shells, but I'm not gonna give the 100% guarantee. So sorry guys if you get eaten by the bloodworms. Now for the final touch of this tank. And what I did is I actually went and found this cool picture of a beware of the dog sign, and I went and asked AI to change it to a beware of the worm sign.
Oh my gosh, look at what it generated.
Wow.
That is absolutely perfect. Wait, let me go.
Bro, ChatGPT is really good at generating things. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
So I printed it, attached it to a piece of cardboard to make it a sign, and there we go.
So I be thinking about low-key for like school and stuff. It just hit my mind like, damn, like people could really ChatGPT their art projects and stuff. And like some teachers are not gonna notice. Like, how do you know if this was genuine or, you know what I'm saying, somebody drew it or not?
Pair of worm sign. I then even went and spiced up the enclosure a little bit by splattering some red paint along the sides to make it look like blood splatters.
And there we go, 100% complete.
Yeah, it just looked like a SeaWorld crime scene, bro.
Bloodworm enclosure. And I guess there's only one thing to do. Let's get these bloodworms inside. Now, I'll just be starting with one, and then I'll add all the rest as...
Bro, that shit's long as hell too, bro.
Now, I'll just be starting with one, and then I'll add all the rest
Oh my
as
God.
I test more and more food. But yeah, let's just put this guy inside. Be free, boy.
And the worm kind of just
Seems
sank down to
ugly.
the bottom and started moving around randomly. And yeah,
I don't like the look of them. Ew, ew, ew. Like, usually when we watch animal videos like this, I could be like, oh, like, they're kind of cute, whatever. No, not this nigga. Not this thing, bro.
they just wiggle about,
I'm sorry.
and occasionally they'll burrow under the sand, which is where they spend most of their lives. And as you can see, it didn't take this guy long until he started to do just that. But I guess he got bored of the digging, because eventually he just came out and started to wiggle about again above the sand.
He was like, I had a long day, bro. Somebody kidnapped me from this box and shit. Like, I'm good. I ain't trying to dig and shit.
Let's get to feeding him some food to see which bloodworms like the most. And we're gonna be starting with just some little fish pellets. I'm not too sure if they're gonna eat this, but worth a shot.
That's
Let's
like
put them
dog food.
inside.
But there was a slight problem, because as you can
It's not gonna sink.
see, the fish food was floating, and I feel like the bloodworm isn't just gonna swim up to it. So instead, I picked it up with some tweezers and moved it towards the worm. And as you can see, when I moved it towards him, he actually went and flashed his fangs at me for the first time. I thought this surely meant he was hungry.
Ew. Bro, you can't tell me this thing's not so ugly, bro. Like, what the fuck, nigga? What is this? What is that?
I started to wave the food around in front of his mouth a bunch, and yeah, nothing. He didn't eat it.
So, hey, fish food, I'm gonna give a 0 out of 10. He didn't even
He did
want
not want to
to
eat that. Give him some meat.
that. But next up, out of all of these, I think
us
I'm
some
gonna
big
do
meat.
some salmon. Now, this stuff is so smelly and so oily. I think you just have to eat it, right?
Now, I actually
Diddy would love that.
went and added in 2 more bloodworms to the tank, so there was a higher chance of one of them eating it. Then I did the same thing. I just wiggled the salmon around in front of their mouths until they ate it. But just like the fish pellets, for some reason, these worms were not wanting anything to do with it. Now,
I wonder if it's like their surroundings too, because they look like they're just like, they don't know where to go. They can't really dig or anything. You know, it's a completely new environment. So it's like, is that making them too nervous to like be vulnerable and eat, or they just genuinely don't want this food?
with it. Now, I actually think bloodworms need to have their mouth part extended and their fangs showing in order for them to eat food. And right now, their mouths are retracted because I think they're stressed. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're stressed and stuff. Like, they don't know what the hell to do. They just got spawned somewhere. First of all, they got traveled in this damn box all the way across whatever country or cities and shit. And then this guy's over here putting them in water in some new environment that looks like a crime scene, bro. They probably like, what the hell happened here?
was I actually went and put all of the 12 bloodworms in the aquarium and just kind of let them do their thing. My thinking
What the hell they doing, bro?
was if I left them alone for a few hours in the tank, they'd start to get used to it and then they would eat. After a while, I went and took one of the bloodworms out and put him on land. I waited a little bit for him to shoot his mouth out, and when he did, I grabbed it with tweezers. Now you can really get a good look at the fangs, and what makes these fangs so cool is they're actually made of copper.
They're made of copper?
And they're the only animal in the world with copper teeth.
That's
Anyways,
disgusting.
with the bloodworm, I brought it
I wonder if these little spiky things are made of copper too. Look, like on their body. Like, look at the
animal.
Look at this shit. Ew, bro. It's like if you get grabbed by this thing at any point, it's just gonna be pain.
Anyways, with the bloodworm, I brought it up to the third food source, which is of course beef. And after kind of like shoving his face in it, he instantly bit down with all four of his fangs and started to devour this piece of meat and just suck all the juices out.
Wow, it took a long time for me to get a bloodworm to eat a piece of meat. But dang, that is so cool when they
This thing can suck.
do grab on. Because look, I'm shaking it.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, it doesn't want to come off. It's like, I am eating this. Do not take it away. So I think I'm going to go try.
Is he really gonna eat this whole piece of meat though?
Same thing with the last food source, which is a shrimp.
And once one of the other worms shot out their mouth, I once again grabbed it and this time put the shrimp in front of it. He also
When he grabs it, it just keeps their mouth open. They don't close and they just latch onto something.
the shrimp in front of it. He also immediately grabbed onto it, and now these two bloodworms were having the time of their lives eating up
Ew, they're just sucking it up.
food. After like an hour, I went and removed the food from them, which was pretty hard. I had to like kind of shake them off.
Holy, that was actually kind of cool to watch. And it
They're big backs, bro. They could sit there eating that shit for hours. Oh. You're just touching it with your bare hands, no gloves or nothing, bro. You got some cojones. You got some cojones.
Well, guys, I brought my mom in. Say hi.
Oh, hell no.
All right, come on in. Of course, I got to show you a new pet. Just take a look. This one's going to be quick.
W
You can
moms.
see the pets in there,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
You know what those are?
Ew. They look like some sort of slug leeches.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they're not cute at all. Like, you can't even say, maybe it's... No, bro. Hell no, but this should look like, if you think of what bacteria or a virus looks like in real life, that's what you think of.
Snakes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've had snakes, I've had leeches, but these are
Yeah, I'd rather snakes than these motherfuckers. I don't like snakes either, but
actually
this is
bloodworms.
disgusting.
Oh my gosh. Ew, look at all the little tentacles.
And
Testicles.
Yeah, actually, there's some right
Oh my god.
Go.
Ew, bro.
So that
No.
purple right there, that's the mouth of the worm. And if you look very, very closely,
Nigga, does he have eyes or is that the teeth, bro? Why is he look like he's like why does he look like that, bro?
you see those four little things on it?
Oh my
Ew.
gosh, that's so this is probably the most disgusting thing yet.
This is, I know.
That's what I said,
I'm
Mom.
thinking, And yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Well, guys,
Oh my god. She feels like she can throw I'm about to throw it watching this shit.
these are pet bloodworms for you. And I think I'm starting to see why they were only sold as live bait for fishing. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like.
Bro, don't let the dog get near it.
And yeah, you guys keep saying you like my dog. So I'm just gonna show them at the end of every video. from
Bro, that's
now on.
nice,
Who's your
bro.
goat?
W dog.
Who's your goat boy?
Nah, shout out to TerraGreen, bro. Everybody go subscribe, like his videos and shit, bro. This shit's peak. I love watching these animal things and stuff. Let me know if you guys want me to watch other videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.